Greetings, fellow Arrow fans. We'll look at Arrow Season 5 now continues on with Who Are You? Oliver is shocked to see Laurel Lance alive in the Arrow Cave. She claims it's a result of time travel. Felicity arrives and is also shocked. Laurel then explains how the Ledgers are able to bring her back without causing a time aberration. Felicity arranges a return party for Laurel. She is also eager to see John and Thea. Mentioning of John reminds Felicity that John has been arrested. Oliver goes to see him and also mentions Laurel's return. John finds himself in a difficult situation, but like last time, he's going to fight the false charges. Oliver arranges a lawyer for him. In Felicity's apartment, Laurel speaks with Thea on the phone, and everyone present are having mixed feelings for Laurel. They then make a toast. Later, Felicity's back in the Arrow Cave running a DNA test on the glass Laurel used when Rory arrives. He deduces that Felicity has suspicions over Laurel. The DNA test turns positive, and Rory begins to joke that maybe it's a twin, an evil twin. His joke actually hits the nail, as Felicity realizes the horror that Laurel actually has an evil twin, her doppelganger from Earth 2, Black Siren, who was supposedly locked up in Star Labs. Felicity attempts to call Cisco Ramon, but Black Siren appears and stops her with her sonic scream. She incapacitates Felicity and Rory, but Oliver appears and forces her to retreat. The team is fixed out of the cave and Curtis explains to Renee about Earth 2. Felicity and Oliver watches security footage Cisco sent, which clearly shows that Black Siren was freed from Starlabs by Prometheus and to another means to cause an emotional blow to Oliver. Black Siren meets Prometheus and he is disappointed that she failed. He warns her. Black Siren later calls Oliver and apologizes for attacking him, claiming that Prometheus forced her to do so and offered to help. While skeptical, Oliver agrees to hear her out and they meet at the Black Canary statue. Green Arrow was skeptical about her story, but Black Siren insisted she was being used. As Black Siren offers help, however, Ragman, Wilddog, and Mr. Terrific attack her. Black Siren uses her powers to knock them all to the ground, destroying the Black Canary statue in the process. However, Green Arrow uses a tranquilizer arrow to render Black Siren unconscious. Black Siren wakes up in a metahuman cell in the Arrow Cave, much to her annoyance, and insisted that she was being honest about being used by Prometheus. However, Oliver was distrustful given when Team Flash told him about her history as Zoom's lieutenant. Laurel didn't blame him for his distrust, admitting that she has made several bad choices since gaining her powers. Laurel told Oliver about her relationship with his Earth 2 counterpart and how his death sent her down that path, expressing her belief that she was no longer capable of being anything other than a criminal. Taking pity on her, Oliver tries to convince Black Siren that nobody is beyond saving, and offers her protection against Prometheus if she tells him what she knows about him. While Black Siren is ultimately manipulating Oliver into lowering his guard, her words do appear at least somewhat genuine. Later, when Felicity gives Black Siren a glass of water, Black Siren wonders what happened between her and Oliver, unaware of their failed relationship. She recognizes that Felicity has a sister, stating how she heard Oliver loves sisters. Unlike Oliver, Felicity does not believe Black Siren is capable of redemption and told her to get used to being locked up, to which Black Siren stares at her in contempt. Suddenly, the power goes out and Black Siren uses the opportunity to escape. Unbeknownst to her, Felicity placed tracking nanites in the glass of water she drank, hoping it would lead Team Arrow to Prometheus. Black Siren goes to a warehouse to meet up with Prometheus, where they're attacked by Team Arrow. While Prometheus is occupied with Ragman and Green Arrow, Black Siren incapacitates Wilddog and Mr. Terrific before taunting Felicity about killing her too. Just then, Green Arrow appears and begs Laurel not to, pleading if she kills Felicity, then she is truly beyond saving. Green Arrow tries to convince Black Siren she can still be who she was before she lost her family, and he can help her find that person again. Despite appearing to consider his words, Black Siren simply retorts, "She was never there," and attacks Felicity, but Green Arrow protects her. As Black Siren tries to kill them both, Mr. Terrific uses a dampening device to negate her powers, and Felicity swiftly knocks her out. Rather than being sent back to Star Labs, Black Siren is instead transported to Argus custody, both for improved security measures and so Oliver can keep her close, hoping to help her find redemption one day. So anyway, let's take a look at some trivia surrounding this episode. While wondering how his doppelganger on Earth 2 could be different from him, Curtis asked to himself, "What if I'm straight?" This is a potential reference to his comic book counterpart Michael Holt, who was heterosexual. When Earth 2 Laurel is telling Oliver her backstory, she tells him, once you let the darkness inside, it never comes out. This is similar to what Helena Bertinelli told Earth 1 Laurel in Birds of Prey, where Earth 1 Laurel herself quoted Kate Spencer when blackmailing the latter for her job back. Grace wishes that Prometheus, Henry Higgins' Black Siren, to coming off as the real Laurel. This is a reference to the play Pygmalion and its 1956 musical adaptation, My Fair Lady. Higgins, a phoneticist, makes a wager that he could train Eliza Doolittle, a Cockney flower girl, to speak like a prim and proper lady of the upper class. Before fighting her, Waldau calls Black Siren Trinity, a reference to Carrie Ann Moss's character in the Matrix trilogy, who wears a similar leather coat. This episode establishes that Prometheus is aware of the existence of the multiverse and time travel, specifically the existence of the Wave Rider. This indicates that he has been keeping tabs on the activities of Team Flash and the Legends as well. Jeffrey Dahmer is listed as the warden lying in prison where Diggle is to be transferred. In real life, Jeffrey Dahmer was a serial killer who murdered numerous men and boys from 1978 to 1991. He was convicted and received multiple life sentences before ultimately being murdered by a fellow inmate in 1994. The title comes from a line Oliver was told in the Bradfa, which he also said to Earth 2 Laurel during his interrogation of her. So I think this episode is kind of interesting, and yeah, I'm sure what they're going to do with Black Siren next, so who knows. But yeah. So overall, I give Who Are You? 4 arrowheads out of 5. Well, I'm tuning in this week till the next episode, Second Chances. So, until then, in the words of Oliver Queen, you have failed this city.